I hate theater. Never been attracted. It's a bunch of crap. Bull crap. You see it? What good is it? What is it? Entertainment? Full-grown adults mucking around, baring their bare butts, laughing at something? Hee 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 hee. Ha ha. What smart person is going to act like that? It's all fake, stupid, goofing off. Look at those foreheads. Those huge arms and legs. You could plow a field with, maybe more. And these women, you should have babies. Make borscht. The state will support you. That's being useful. But what good comes of some painted up guy wiggling his ass on a stage? They're all vermin. What can I say? Vermin, scum of the earth, traitors. They feed out of my hand and bite the hand that feeds them. I feed them all with my left tit, and they... traitors. That's why there's no theater in villages. Villagers won't put up with that crap. Peasants, they're of the earth. They're pure. You can't fool them. Villages don't have any picture galleries either, because look how pretty it is out the window. Don't need pictures for that. Anyway, how can you call those things pictures? A kid could do that. Chagall, schmagal. $30 million, 40, give him 100. A kid could still do it. We had apple trees out our window. And then a meadow where the kolkhoz horses grazed. Now there's a noble animal. I don't even know why, but I've been attracted to horses my whole life. They're quiet and they obey. They work until they drop. Never ask for anything. Yeah, mares can be a bit feisty, but you just give her a little whack on the head and she'll calm right down. Then put blinders on her and you can run her into fire, into water. She's loyal, like a country should be. Workhorses, loyal. She'll eat from your hand, she won't lift an eye. Sometimes I even have dreams. Horse would make a good country. We'd find common ground, a few oats, a few whacks. She'd work for me and love me.
You can change everything, literally everything. You just have to want it, and you can change everything for the better. That is my motto and my message. Let's say it's my poem. Zing, zing, zing! My message to the universe. I love sending messages to the universe because the universe answers. It is so cool. Lena, are you searching for cheerful positivity? Here you are, Lena. Here is all the positivity you want. I'm from Grodno. Grodno is like the west of Belarus. It's kind of like Belarusian Europe. There were Poles there before the war. Our city used to be really pretty, but really old. Everything was Soviet and falling down. Now, even the Poles come and are knocked out by our city. We wanted to do it, and we did. Or take manicures, for example. I used to do pearl, and I shied away from really bright colors, and then I just went ahead and did it. Red, white, red. A really pretty combination. Red, white, red. Very fashionable. And it is our national flag. That was my wedding manicure, by the way. What? You thought it was mine? No. I'm still freelancing. I am still accepting offers, casting. I'm just kidding. It was my sister's wedding, Maria. It's okay for her. She's already 21. A very formidable lady. And I'm really happy for her. Universe, you love us. It was planned for August 9th, a Sunday, just a super day. Her guy is very, very cool. He's from Ukraine. Super tall, an athlete. He runs every day. And he's really good looking, of course. So naturally, I was kind of jealous. Ukrainians are so hot. Lvov is like my hometown. I love everything about it. The Java and the chocolate. I'm not even afraid to go to the super trendy cafes in town. If only the whole world was like Lvov. For the wedding, I asked to be let off as an observer in the 9th voting precinct. I made a deal with another girl and she replaced me. They didn't let us inside anyway because of the coronavirus. No observers allowed. Everybody else, sure, but not observers. You know, we just looked in from the outside, and it's true, they taped paper on the window. It's really funny, all of the windows are normal, just the ones for the voting commission are all taped up. It's really stupid. So we just counted the voters. How many went in? If they had white bracelets, that was the sign of change. So far, nothing adds up. We saw 30 people go in there, and they say that there were 126. I mean, that's just stupid. A mistake. How can you fake things like that?
Bate wins it! Bate is champion! All the cities know it. Every house, all us hooligan fanatics will put fear in you. What are you grinning at, huh, sucker? Want a kick in the ass? Oops. Sorry, I overdid that. The match is over. Well played all around. A real bonus for all the good black shirts. See this nose? Busted twice. And the scar here? That's from a Dynamo crowd whacking me with a flagpole. 13 stitches. Blood was everywhere. You should have seen us drink with them afterwards. Bros, you guys are hardcore. I love you all. You gotta respect your opponent. Okay, you want to fight? Fight. But fight fair. Don't hit kids and leave the girls alone. Don't gang up 2 or 3 on 1. And don't call the cops. And the main thing, if you take one in the kisser, don't bitch about it later. Beyond that, wail away to your heart's content. Not like that mustachio guy. I got no problem with someone showing off he's strong, but fight fair, asshole. Your fat face is always smeared all over the TV screen, and you're always making all your flunkies sing praises in your ear. Let somebody else have a chance. And toss all the votes on the table and say, here, all you faggots and masons, count how many voted for me. Count them up and shut up. I answer for every vote. But no, this rat comes slinking at you under the table, stabs you in the back. Anybody who is against him, anybody who raises his head, they've all got prison terms. Everybody laughs. In 26 years, not one single honest person ever opposed him. Nothing but thugs, thieves, and criminals. I'm fucking sick of it. Fucking sick, I tell you. 26 years. That's how long I've been alive to the day. I've loved soccer my whole life, just as long as I have absolutely hated that bastard.
I used to binge play Counter-Strike. Well, maybe not binge. I wasn't supposed to play for long, but I'd hide my laptop under my blanket and play that way. Later, I stopped doing that. Counter-Strike, I mean. Later, I got hooked on Dota. Then Dad made them take my laptop away. Shit. The last fucking dictator in Europe. All the kids play it. It's no big deal. But that's how he is. You want to be like them? Like these guys? What's got in your head? Fuck, Dad. But everybody else can play. Then he starts up that same old tune. Young people were the real thing back in the old days. The Young Communist League, the Student Construction Brigades, how they just loved marching lockstep, how they defended villages in Afghanistan, how he milked cows and drank steaming hot fresh milk. I can't stand that milk. It smells like a wet dog. I get instant diarrhea. These stories of his, I can't stand him anymore. About the Soviet Union. I never lived a day there. I'm only 16. There was nothing interesting about it. There wasn't any internet, no smartphones, no tablets. There weren't even any decent movies. They did nothing but milk cows and binge drink vodka on their farms. I still play on a computer, though. I got a laptop from Vasya that I play. On the sly. Just to spite him. Vasya's my only friend. He'll be 32 soon. He can put out a rabbit's eye with a knife at a distance of 10 yards. He's very cool. My bodyguard. Not even Sleepy knows about that. Sleepy is Larissa Nikolaevna. She makes sure I don't quit my schoolwork. She takes me to school and picks me up. She's nasty, and she's an informer. Sticks her nose into everything. I know she checks my phone and tells Dad everything she sees. I know she checks my phone. I have to show her my homework before I take it to school. She's the one who tells teachers what grades I get. A fine teacher. Sleepy Larissa. I heard them talking once. Dad says, he needs a woman around all the time, like I miss my mother. You need to be his mother in some things, Larissa. How can somebody else be my mother? Sometimes I wonder, do I love him? I mean, I'm his son. It's my duty to love him. My duty. Everyone is bound in duty to him.
She's not a great lay. I mean, she tries. She squeals and thrusts, but it's not much. Now, the broads we had in Lugansk, they suck you dry. You'd come out soaking wet like you out of the bathhouse. I'd have to cool it off with ice. They had lips like bicycle tires, like this. Then there's Masha. She's from Belarus. They're a little more reserved, like you owe them something. But she's pretty. She's got white teeth. She keeps herself neat. And you can count on me. I mean, everything's working in order now. There was a time when things were dicey. I'd get it up and then I couldn't. In training, we had this doctor. He said it was nerves. But that was pretty obvious. 2014 was a nervy year for everyone. A whole mix of things. I thought I was done for. At least 10 years of eating slop out of the aluminum bowl for me. And for what? For defending the foundation of the state. For anti-fascist activity? Thank God, in small groups, we slipped through their fingers. The whole crew, too. To put it elegantly, got the fuck out of there. We had one hell of a platoon. Beasts. Loha, Mushroom, Greenie, Pepper, Nitsko. Some of them ended up in Kemerovo, some in Vladikavkaz. A couple officers made it to Moscow. And some of us ended up here, in Soviet Belarusia, Europe. They have casinos here. And it's clean and they pay good. The girls, the place has its ideology, you know. It's you know what's good and what's bad. It's black and white here. And that's the way it should be. It's got some drawbacks. I already mentioned the girls are all right. What a time to schedule a wedding, huh? August 9th. I requested leave, but I knew in my heart there would be hell to pay. My guts were churning. Then fuck me. I lost my heart on. The only other time that happened was 2014 in Kiev. Everybody then was strutting around, talking tough. They're on their way out now. The Banderites are done for, washed up. We'll pick them off in one day, one by one. Backup was already flying in from Moscow, 10 platoons. Old Putin wasn't going to abandon his old friend Yanukovych. But I had a feeling the hammer was coming down. A different hell to pay. And now, here again, not good. And I still have the fucking wedding night ahead of me.
You need lots of fat for good tasting meat patties. Because if you just use red meat, they will come out dry. Here's what I do. I take a pound of ground beef and a pound of ground pork, and I always add a chunk of pork fat, or it can be lard. Then you put all of that through the meat grinder, add onion, garlic, spices, or you can just use onion powder. I haven't done it in a while. Seryoja always loved my meat patties. He could eat 10 of them. That's right, 10 at once. The kids could too. Sergey, sometimes he comes back from business trips really angry. He films everything he sees, all the dirt, the confusion, the pain of being with people. As a blogger, people always tell him the honest truth as it is. And he says to me, how is this possible? This country is filled with lies. Everybody lies and lies and lies. The TV says one thing, but life is completely different. Then I serve him a plate of meat patties to take his mind off things. I often ask myself these days, I'll sit in front of the mirror and turn off my phone so people don't bug me. Otherwise, BBC, CNN, Hours, and other channels all harass me all the time. I comb my hair, seems like forever, and I only have one question in my head. What will people do for love? In the past, I would say anything. Now I don't think so. Not just anything. Die? Sometimes that might be the easiest thing to do. You die and you're gone. No more choices. The sacrifices made, you gave your life, fulfilled your mission. But what if you want to live? But live for whom? For him? For yourself? For your country? The kids often ask when dad will get out. Mom, you're president now. Why don't you just let him out? What am I supposed to say to that? I'm president and I have nothing. I'm in control of nothing, including myself.
I have 37 years of service behind me. 37 years. I have 5 certified awards from the Department of Education with gold seals, signed by 4 different ministers. One even sent my nomination for Teacher of the Year to the president. But something got hung up. It's all right. I don't lose faith because I know the president is thinking about us always. The president remembers all of us, the teachers, the milkmaids, the pensioners, everybody. Can you imagine the head he must have to remember everyone like that? What a head. Whenever I think about his head, I grab my own head with my hands. I tell the students, why do you all hang out on these gadgets and Minecrafts of yours? That man is always thinking. He's always solving some problems. Nothing gets past him. So all you ingrates can live a better life. So there's stability. He gave you textbooks. He pays our salaries, gives us work. Look at the building he built, the flowers he planted. He put a Sputnik into space, everything. So you can study. And you have no conscience. But then he went and scheduled elections this summer. Why was that done? It's vacation time. Everybody's at the dacha. Tomatoes, watermelons, the dacha. The whole weight was on us teachers. I don't support that. It would have been better to cancel them altogether. What a pain these elections are. Look at who they bring us. Trump, Poroshenko, Yeltsin, savages, all of them. Without them, you know what people want. The people always want one thing, stability. And what is stability? The boss. That's who. 26 years. That says it all. Every one of them stable. And may it stay that way. I have 4 more years till my pension starts. Our high school is a showcase among schools. The president's son even went there. Only I worry about the young teachers. What's in their heads? They fall for all that Western propaganda. How do we count the votes? I always tell them, whatever the country needs, that's what you do, smarty pants. There are smarter ones above you. You want a job? Work. Take a teaching load and do it. But elections, though, that's our duty to stability. You'll save the government and they'll give you bonuses. God willing, I was in charge of 5 elections at our school. I did everything that needed doing, precisely as the results were planned. And everybody got their bonus. But I don't like these observers. What are they trying to observe, huh? I have all the numbers right up here in my head. Just jangle my nerves.
What do I talk? The camera? Okay. Hello, I am Svetlana Tikhanovskaya, candidate for president. I am 37 years old. I was born in Polesye. I graduated from the philology department of Mozart Pedagogical University. I am fluent in Belarusian, Russian, and English. I was never attracted to the idea of making a career. I always saw myself primarily as a wife and mother, a homemaker. That's what I do best. I was never interested in politics. I was perfectly happy with that. A year ago, my husband, Sergei Tikhanovsky, created a project he called A Country for Life, in conjunction with which he met all kinds of people of all professions. They would tell him what worried them, what they were feeling, what they thought about Belarus. People talked about their difficult lives and shared dreams about a life in a free, prosperous country. What amazed me most of all, that people who appeared on our blog channel were being thrown into prison. Can you tell me what that's about? Can we possibly make peace with such injustice? That is why, when my husband Sergei was not permitted to participate in the elections, I chose to replace him and march all the way to victory. Did I stumble? No, I didn't. I can't believe I'm saying this. All the way to victory. For myself, my husband, for all of us, for our children. As a wife and mother, I understand that it's all for one and one for all in the family circle. I want it to be like that in our country too. They say a woman can't be president. That's not true. Nobody can stop a woman who is defending her family, just as no one can stop a nation that demands justice.
What do you know? God damn it, fucking bastards. I'm on duty the 9th. The 9th, the 10th, the 11th, all leave canceled. All vacations, the whole 9 yards. I mean, I tell my commander, I'm getting married. We've planned this for 2 months. And he says, are you an idiot? I don't give a shit if you die. That's no excuse to report for duty. And again, are you an idiot? He looks right in my eyes and goes, are you an idiot? No, I'm not an idiot. I called Masha right away. The wedding is fucked, Masha, I say. Duty calls. Duty comes first, Masha. I called on the phone on purpose so I wouldn't have to listen to her scream and yell at me in person. And about her relatives coming in from Lida, about the restaurant her mother already paid for, about, are you mad or not? You promised? Fuck me. She doesn't understand the word duty to the country. Then what can I say? I serve Belarus. I serve Lukashenko. He's my commander-in-chief. In other words, whatever he says goes. Our deputy political officer, he's an excellent guy. Every word burns. Bullseye. Death to the enemy, he says. The Poles, Ukrainians, Lithuanians, all are our enemies. The Russian, they aren't our enemies. But they want to snap us up, which means they are our enemies too. But brothers too. But enemies too. That kind of thing happens sometimes. But first, with the Russians alongside us, we'll bury our primary enemy, those Western faggots, the Yankees, the Maidan maniacs. We'll take care of the Ruskies afterwards. The boss won't let them get away with anything. If he becomes a Russian governor too, doesn't matter. Shit. Masha's calling. Hey. Oh, no. Hey. Oh, come on, babe. Quit crying. No, I know you're pregnant, babe. So what? We'll just put it off for a little while. We'll push these guys back. We'll make minced meat out of them. Yeah, I'll take care. Yes, I'll be careful. Hey, you should see our outfits. 7 shipments came from Moscow. Some sweet stuff, impressive. If it weren't for the damn heat. Look, we're in body armors, a helmet, a face mask, and shin guards too. How about that, huh? A day or 2 of this, and then we'll clean out the country. Impressive.
Dad? Daddy? What happened to the internet?
I'm doing an interview. Kolya, Dima Gordon from Ukraine. Pay no attention, Dmitry. You asked about my father. Yes. I think I saw my father once when he came home to us. I remember he came home. I vaguely remember it. It's the only thing my memory preserves. He was a very, very tall man, well over 6.5 feet. The police put me on notice when I was in elementary school. We had this gang of school kids who used to turn over benches. But you don't care about that.
If you don't turn on the internet, I'm not going to be president after you.
Jokester. Still a kid, what do you expect? He's the leader of the opposition in my house. I'll tell you something strange, Dima. Believe me, as an experienced president, you don't become a president. You're born a president.
Damn! Why did I have that manicure, hairdo, and hot wax? Why did I buy that dress? 367 rubles. That's 2 stipends. The wedding is off. Roma has to work. It turns out Roma works for the riot police, although he's Ukrainian. I thought that he was just a policeman somewhere, you know, a street cop or a traffic cop, but he's some riot trooper. So what though? They will get married in a new Belarus. That's even better. I mean, look at all of those people out there in line in their white bracelets. Universe, we are the majority.
Our commission is tried and true. There's me and 2 vice principals, Kristalina Sergeyevna and Lydia Mikhailova, the administrator Igor Nikolaev, and teachers from the lower classes. Okay, everyone, listen here. I'm giving instructions. Get this right. Here are the numbers to memorize. This is how the count will go. You take a ballot, you show it to the person on your right. Lydia is on my right. I show it to her and I put it in the pile. I know my pile must have 206 ballots, so I build it up to 206. Now, Kristalina is supposed to have 1,361, which will be President Lukashenko's pile. Memorize the numbers for each candidate and put that precise number in your pile. Everything left over is declared void, defective, and that's that. Miss Kasatonova, who cares where the numbers come from? The higher-ups already did the count. Your 30-something brains can't make things add up. Okay, here's what we memorize. Tichanovskaya, 206. Don't write that down, just memorize it. 206. President Alexander Lukashenko, 1,361. Dmitriev, 52. Kanapetskaya, God, how I hate her face, 73. Chirachin, 39. Against all, 100. See how nice and even, 100 against everyone. You got that? Let me repeat it for the especially gifted among us.
I saw this in a film about zombies. These zombies took over the world, like here in Belarus. You take a magazine, right, as fat as you can get, and you wrap it around your arm and you tape it. Now, you've got an arm shield. Go ahead, hit me with your baton. It's kind of awkward, but it provides protection. He won't give up easy. He doesn't give a shit if he wins or loses the elections. He won't give up power. He's got his teeth sunk into it. His teeth may be crumbling, but they still hang on. He's got nothing but power. His fingers, they're blue, and then they're shaking, but he still hangs on. He said he'd die before he let go. Then turn power over to his son. Screw that shit. I don't know, should I take my baseball bat or not? They might see it on me. Anyway, this revolution is supposed to be peaceful. People walking around with lanterns and flowers. They go around hugging the bastards, singing them songs. These girls are idiots. These guys have batons, grenades, combat weapon, blood in their eyes. They're defending their Fuhrer. They don't give a rat's ass about your flowers. All the guys from our hood, they're coming out today. All the fanatics, they're all on our side. We're gonna defend our votes. Bate is champion! All the cities know it, every house, all us hooligan fanatics, we'll put fear in you.
All is good now. They sent in backups. Very nice. I asked one of them, what's your name? He says, Rinat. Last name? No, he smiles. I left my last name at home, he says. So where were you, Rinat, when we were dodging the bullets of the Banderite bandits during Maidan? He laughs. White teeth. Don't worry, bro, he says. Breathe easy. The city will be ours tonight.
Mosh, just don't worry. I have great news. She won! No, I counted the bracelets. 1,412 beautiful, marvelous white bracelets. And we only have a few more than 2,000 people in our precinct. Do you realize what that means? Mosh, she won in a landslide. We will have a new Belarus and a woman president. This is so cool.
What idiot posted a recording of our rehearsal on the internet? Look me in the eye. Svetlana, you? Katsayarna, did you do it? Kasatonova. Oh, Kasatonova, you think this is a joke? These are state secrets. You were entrusted to look after the interests of the state. You were given that trust. Trust in you. Look what people are writing right there on the YouTube. Judases will throw you in prison, falsifiers. For 20 years, I have never been a falsifier, and now all of a sudden a falsifier. You broke the law. I have 4 years left in my pension, and I am not leaving the position of principal. And the president is right not to leave. You've got to hold on to your position to the end. You earned it with spilt blood. All these ballots, self-indulgent and nothing more. Okay, put the numbers I gave you in the protocol, hang them on the door, and let everyone else go hang themselves. Riot police will get you all home.
What a pain this internet is. Damn. We never have any problems at the residence here. Damn, Dad. Why would you cut off the internet everywhere? All the games I play are online. Dota's frozen. Tanks is frozen. Dad says it's his enemies doing it. That it's Mirkul's hackers knocking us offline. Then I hear my brother give the command to knock out Telega with Chinese jammers. 100% down. I mean the Telegram app. My brother is like my father's right-hand man. Dad gave him the Security Council. He doesn't trust anyone else. And he can't stand his servants. He says they're loyal. They're stupid, and they screw everything up, but they're loyal. But you have to keep on top of things. If you quit making things hard for them, they'll get comfy and eat you alive. He wants my brother to serve me when I'm president, like a grand vizier. I say, Dad, let's do it in order. First you, then Vitya, then me. For some reason, he got really angry.
Seryoja, do you hear me? Through the wall, my voice. Can you hear me, Seryoja? Do you hear me, my love? We won! We won.
I want this stopped, and I'm asking you to spare no one. I want order in the country by morning.
Wait, what? I have completely different numbers. None of this adds up. How can this be?
We are fucked.
I'm not going out there. I won't go out there. Look at that mob. They'll tear us apart. Banderites! What idiot put that video on the internet? Whoever posted that can go out there yourself. I'm not going.
Take that woman home, Renat. She's already shit herself from fear. She paints up the election, then she cries she's splashed with paint. Shit happens. Now she's afraid the voters are gonna get her.
Shame! Shame! Shame on you!
How can you write something like that when we all counted them? You all saw it. It's a lie.
Понеслась.
Thank you, residents of Minsk, for tolerating me for a quarter century, a man who came to you from the provinces. Thank you, Vladimir Putin, for your victory. Congratulations. After all, our homeland is one and the same from Brest to Vladivostok.
Throw Lushenko in a police van! Throw Lushenko in a police van! Go! 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 Away!
No. I'll answer that. Put away your telephone. I'm not going to hit you. Yet. We'll deal with all of you before long. We're not surrendering this country to you.
Let's grab this little lost sheep too. Hey, stop, you bitch! Stop! Lively little fuck, aren't you? Twist her arms. You want to resist? Punch her in the face.
I'm an election observer.
Observer this, you cunt. Shut your trap. Into the van, you cow.
I can't move that fast. I'm in heels.
Here comes the Dynamo crew and the guys from Partizan. Hey guys! Fuck, man! Who's gonna get who?
Stupid idiot. An observer in a white dress and heels? Observer, hell, you're a fucking prostitute, you slut. You'll suck everyone's cock tonight. You got that? And if even one of them doesn't come, I'll personally stick my baton up your ass. You like it up their ass?
Hey! Hands off the girl! You skull fucks!
You're not. There's kind of a lot of them. A whole lot. Toss them a grenade. Excellent. Now pop a few bullets in their guts, huh? No, not the legs. Shoot in the bellies. Give them bastards a long recovery.
Good God, what is happening? It's war. He unleashed civil war. They're shooting point blank. You can't shoot at your own people. I call the whole world to intervene and stop this unprecedented violence.
They were beating women. I mean, girls, women, fuck all knows. The grenade have thick, nasty smoke. It stings. They just grabbed everybody, threw them on the ground and beat them. They mauled him a lot worse than our soccer fanatics ever fucked anyone. They stomped bare women's legs with jackboots, stomach with batons, faces with fists. They weren't just beating them either. The girls are shouting and screaming, "Don't!" And they keep wailing away. Then our guys join in a chain and began.
It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. It'll pass. It passed in the past and it'll pass now. They'll roughhouse a while, then calm down. Teachers understand that. Everything will calm down. Mommy's home, child. Why do you look at me like that? My sweet girl. What's wrong?
Vasya gave me body armor. Why would I need that? Is this a game we're playing?
My nails are broken. Red, white, red. My finger too, maybe I can't really move it. And it hurts. Everything hurts. And there's this metal in my mouth, this taste of metal. Oh, it's so strange. I'm sitting in this prison van, and there's a lot of us here, and I'm thinking how not to wrinkle my dress. It's an expensive dress. Sorry, I can't hear you. Who am I? Did you call me a runt? I can't hear you.
We freed 6 girls. 6! True, we lost a couple of guys. The bastards pulled them out of the chain and dragged them off. Men, Bate is with you. And that fat magazine, oh, it works. They hit me as hard as they could. They would have shattered my bare arm to pieces. To say nothing of my head. But I gave one good shot of construction foam in the face, and that fucker went flying 6 feet. Then our guys showed up, 50 of them. Oh, gentlemen, how they howled like they were at the Barcelona-Real match. I went deaf. Did they ever unload on them? All we saw, though, were the soles of their boots. I was able to give one a good whack on the ass. I thought he'd fall, but no, he just ran faster. Although they didn't run very far. They hid behind an armored personnel carrier. The boss rained tanks out on the streets. You should have seen those things. It was like something out of Mad Max.
I didn't have you in my 40s for you to start teaching me. You think someone better will come along? They'll close all the factories. You'll have to pay for everything. I have just 4 years in my pension, and I haven't been to the seashore in 15 years. You think we didn't live and don't want anyone else to? So be it.
Everybody. All of them into prison vans. If you run out of space, stick them in the gymnasiums, take for the stadiums. Give them something to remember for the rest of their lives. Authority here doesn't waver.
Dad, what is freedom?
Bring on the bulls! Freedom will come! Hey, you beasts, listen up. My name is Nikita Mickiewicz. Mickiewicz. Remember the name, because it's the name of someone who isn't afraid of you, bastards. This is my country. Belarus is my country. This is my city. This is me. Nikita Mickiewicz, apprentice metalworker. Fuck. I can't see a thing. There's blood everywhere. How many of you are there, huh? Thousands? Where did you come from on my land? Who are you defending? Who? That cockroach? He's a nobody. A zero. A cockroach. A fat cockroach. Squash him with your heel. He'll crunch and he'll squirt. Be done with him. He sets us all against each other. He drowns the nation in blood and hate and pain. We don't want him anymore. You hear me, beasts? We don't want him anymore.
That one's hired and paid for, that's for sure. By the Yankees or the Poles. An organizer. On drugs, you fuckhead. That's obvious. Just like the political officer said. Give me another pop, Renat. Ah, good stuff, Renat. Ah, nice little high, and you want to beat and you trash in the mall. Ugh. I'm taking this guy down. They sent some excellent ammo, metallic covered bullets. Yeah, they rip right through the intestines. All these fucking bastards are filming us on their phones. Hey, flip a grenade under their feet.
Dad said 2 planes are ready. He bought one from President Niyazov of Turkmenistan. He was Dad's friend. His own people poisoned him. Not too shabby inside. The internet's always good there, and the toilets are made of genuine gold. That one's at the National Airport. The other smaller one is at the airbase. Sleepy came running, all in tears for some reason, eyes like headlights. She hugged me like she was my mother and said I should gather my things and be ready at any minute. What do I need my things for? Are we going somewhere?
Someone is howling in my ear. You scum just couldn't sit home today. I'd put you all on the stake and send you to outer space so you can tell everyone out there about your fag-ass lives. And then the door of the prison van opens and something plops on the floor. Just drops. Like a chunk of meat. And I feel something warm spurt on my knee and my dress too. My white dress that I bought for Masha's wedding. Now there's this swath of black on it. And then a grenade explodes and I can see that it's not black, it's red. And the piece of meat is a person. Weird, something's taped to his arm. I thought it was a rag, but it's a magazine. Rolling Stone. Only it's all shredded and drenched in blood like if a dog ripped it with its fangs. And he lifts his eyes to me. One eye, I can't see his other one. And he says, I'm sorry we didn't free you.
I'm sorry we didn't free you.
Hey, who's that barking in there? Shut your trap, you fucker.
You stepped on his arm. He's hurt.
Of course it hurts. Hurts like fuck. Why else would he squeal like that? Thought he was so smart. Wrapped his arm with some magazine so we wouldn't find his weak spot. Little fingers sticking out.
He's bleeding.
That's his asshole bleeding. Brace yourself, kid. I'll shove my baton right in it. Or my cock. Whatever you want. He's bleeding out.
What's missing in your life? Europe is full of barefoot beggars. Their economy crashed long ago. The only thing keeping Merkel propped up is Putin. But we are independent. And the only one defending our independence is our president. Our president even scared off coronavirus. Everybody's sick, but not Belarusians. 3 of our high school teachers died in May and June. None from coronavirus. They all had ischemic heart disease, although they buried them in closed caskets.
He's Belarusian. You're Belarusian. Why?
I said to this idiot, who's Belarusian, Renat? You Belarusian, Renat? Am I? I'll show you, bitch, not to interrupt you elders. Then, it got really weird. I grabbed this chick in the white heels and the dress by her bangs, lifted her up to spit in her face and choke her some. And it was her. Fuck, I shit my pants. It was her, Masha's sister. The tiny little thing, the smiling all the time, always cheerful. Man, let's play charades. Have you heard the new song by Spleen? Back in Grodno, there's this little new cafe opened up, just like in Lvov. She's the bridesmaid for my wedding, the one that didn't happen. fucking her. Only her lip is cracked and then she's covered in tears and snot. Fuck, what is she doing in this meat grinder?
This is scary. I'm scared.
And her eyes, they're frozen with fear.
Never in my life have I been so scared. His eyeballs are like 2 pieces of fiery coal filled with hate. There's nothing human in him. He stares. What is he staring at me for?
I'm so sorry we didn't free you.
Oh, thank God. That Slavyansky Bazaar is on the TV. I can catch my breath. All my favorite singers are on. Stas Mikhailov, Galkin, Allegrova, Pavali. Everything's calming down then.
Thank you, Trump, for coronavirus. Fuck, for masks. I'm in a mask. She's staring right at me, but she doesn't recognize me because I have a mask. Although we've been in company, we've been hanging out like 10 times or more. Just a little chick, nice, slender neck. Unlike her sister, she's fragile, a little chick. If I squeeze her fingers, they'll crumble. Should I fuck her tonight? Tell the truth, she was what I always looking for before the wedding. She's slender, she's nice, shapely legs, white skin, very tender. I'll admit it, when we went to that aqua park one time with her sister, she kind of playfully humped her sister and I got a hard on and Masha thought it was for her, but hey, why not, right? I have a hard on right now, so shit's ending, right? We won.
The TV will announce the results. Okay, let's see now. TV reports everything just as our commission had it to a T. 81%. We did him proud. We didn't let him down. Oh, I'm safe until my pension now, plus a bonus of 2 months' pay. Otherwise, you might just as well become a Polish province. Oh, the president's going to speak. A sight for sore eyes.
Friends, I call on you not so much to defend me, although that too. First, I know you have much to do at home. You've got the harvest. I know school starts soon, but most important, I remember the 1990s. People everywhere standing in line, workers with tin dishes and teapots begging for food, begging to feed the children.
I am grateful to all the factory workers, students, and office workers who have gone on strike. Strike committees are forming all over the country.
Back then I swore to help you and never to let street demonstrations mar the lives of Belarusians.
Where do we take them now? Where do we take them all now? Got it. Hey, listen up, guys. We got new orders. Not taking anyone anywhere. Just fuck them all up. Anything that moves. The KGB and the Financial Crimes Unit will take care of the leaders.
We destroyed everything God gave us. A huge, great empire without which no problem in the world would have been solved. We received just a bloody chunk of this empire. What did those people want then? What did you want?
Internet! I want my internet! Dad, when will the internet come back? I'm hot in this armored jacket. My head itches in this helmet. Oh, Telegram's back up. Do you even know what's going on, Dad? It looks like a revolution out there. Nekta is saying Minsk is rebelling.
I came to the head of the Central Election Committee to lodge a complaint. No one else was let in. Only me. She has a very large office. A leather sofa by the window. And there were 2 I had seen their faces many times on television, either the head of the KGB or internal security forces or state security committee, two of them. Be seated, Svetlana Georgievna. They offered me tea, and then the following conversation. So, there is an opinion that you won the first round of elections. We fear for your life. And you have a 4-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son. My, how did we miss them skipping out of Belarus in such a timely fashion? That means you won't be together to record a statement conceding that you lost the election. And we won't be able to put your children up in an orphanage. I was silent. Only they spoke. Blood was pulsing through right here in front of my ears. Thump, thump, thump. So you leave us very few choices, said one of them. And the other one leaned over and said, with a smile, so Svetlana Georgievna, we will now give you a piece of paper. There is a statement on it that you will read into a camera. Then you will publish the recording as if it were yours. After you have done that, you will deport to Lithuania. We will deport you to Lithuania. Should you refuse, we will perform a unilateral orchiectomy on your husband, Sergei Tikhanovsky, whom we currently hold in prison. Do you know what that is? No? Let me explain. It is the surgical removal of the right testicle. We will preserve it in a jar of alcohol for you. I thought it was daytime. Suddenly it was dark. I said something into the camera. I don't remember what. That I lost, that everybody should go home. That I conceded. I spoke in the dark. Light returned only when I heard a quiet voice say in Lithuanian, "Good afternoon."
A phone call woke me up, and I was having such a good dream. Right out of the movie, Spring on River Street. I was back in the Soviet Union. Ice cream cost 28 kopecks, and a sausage cost a ruble 30. Brezhnev was there. My sister in Borisov called. She said her son is missing, Nikita. He's a metal worker, good kid, an athlete, a little wild, maybe. She called and said he left home 2 days ago, and there's been no news since. She called all the hospitals, all the police stations. He was nowhere to be found. She couldn't stop crying. Svetlana's son disappeared too. And Vera Nikolaevna's, she's from school number 39. I said they had no business being out on the street at a time like this. My daughter, Alina, see, she sits at home and reads books. She keeps out of trouble. Alina? Alina! Where are you, sweetheart? Where are you? Alina?
Let's destroy the prison walls. If you want freedom, take it all. The prison will crumble, burn and fall, and bury the old guard once and for all.
We sat the whole night, hunched over, kneeling on the floor of the school gym with our faces to the floor. Our hands were tied with construction ties. The guys were hung on tethers and beaten every hour. I've never heard such howling. High squeals almost passing into ultrasound. The girls were constantly threatened with rape. They wouldn't let you go to the toilet, so many just peed where they were. And a pool of blood and urine grew on the floor. smelled really bad. But there was this child's drawing of the sun on a wall. And somebody wrote, Vasya loves Oля. And they drew a heart. Vasya loves Oля. There is love, even in all of this horror.
He turned out to be pretty tough. Took 2 rubber bullets in the gut, his intestines inside out. And the guy's just singing like it's no big deal. As if it's his wedding day, not mine.
Let's destroy the prison walls. If you want freedom, take it all. The prison will crumble, burn, and fall, and bury the old guard once and for all.
Sleepy Larissa saw me looking at Telegram on my phone and reported it. The snitch! Now everybody's screaming and yelling again. Why are you watching that? It's Nekta. Those pictures are all intended for the West. Nobody's beating or torturing anyone. Who's going to punish the special forces? Touch just one of them, the whole system will cave in. The system is a monolith. Then the old song and dance about people being ungrateful. I took you all in when you had nothing, wearing peasant boots, blah, blah, blah. I fed you, I led you into the world, and now you all have iPhones. As though he invented the iPhone! Steve Jobs did that in America. And in Belarus, that iPhone's not much more than a brick in your hand, because the internet's always being knocked offline, and you can't watch anything. I thought he would hit me. I could see it in his eyes that he wanted to punch a fist in my nose. I cried.
We crushed his fingers, beat him purple with batons, turned the soles of his feet into pulp, and I shoved my baton deep in between his cheeks, as I promised I would. That's the way it is here. A man says he'll do something, he does it. So nobody else get any bright ideas. He'll need the experience in prison anyways. We're really just helping him out, educating his dick brains. They don't learn though, the fucks. Fuck. Masha's calling again. It's like 10 times today. Yes. Hi, Masha, honey, hey. No, I'm at work. I'm working. Yes, I said I'm at work. I can't talk.
Let's destroy the prison walls. If you want freedom, take it all. The prison will crumble, burn, and fall, and bury the old guard once and for all.
Thank you.
No, I thank you. You're pretty. That's a pretty dress. It was. You're fucking amazing. Really.
Shut the fuck up! Goddamn billing and cooing. Oh, shit. No, babe. No, I'm not talking to you, sweetie. No, honey. Masha. No, it's just some asshole at work. He's listening to TV too loud. It's okay, honey. Don't worry. We'll find her. What? No. Maybe your sister's just visiting a friend, or maybe she lost her phone. Yeah. She's a bit dizzy, your sister?
There was something wrong about that stormtrooper who held me by the neck. He came up to me a couple of times and I just shut down. I thought that he would hit me or something worse. It was like I was sending signals to the universe. Sweet universe, protect me. And he would stand there and look like he wanted to say something. And then he would turn and go off and start bludgeoning one of the guys.
Won't answer her phone. Damn. Takes after her father. He had to do everything his own way. She does too. Where's my damn Valium? You shouldn't do things your own way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do what they say. Clench your teeth. Do what they say, and that's it. Well, all right. Let her run free for a while. Teachers understand that.
He didn't even want me to be born. When he found out Mom was pregnant, he beat her within an inch of her life. She was all black and blue. He demanded she get an abortion. He shouted, "Are you trying to earn the Belarusian throne with your cunt?" A nurse at the state medical hospital where my mother works told me that. But Mom kept me. And now I'm with him. His heir. But where's my mother? Mom, get me out of here.
But should I bang her or not? Kinda awkward with Masha. I mean, what'd I tell her? We took your little sister out for a game of hide the sausage. Fuck, this hard on, man. I gotta change the subject.
He beat Nikita harder than the rest. The guy from the prison van. With the hole in his stomach. He whispered me his name. Nikita. Metal worker. Bate! Very cool guy. He wasn't understanding much anymore. He had no idea what was going on. I think he was in shock from the pain. We shouted that he needs an ambulance, but the policeman only laughed. And he sang. It was probably all he could do, sing the same song over and over, over and over. Meanwhile, outside, new prison vans were arriving all the time.
Let's destroy the prison walls. If you want freedom, take it all. The prison will crumble, burn, and fall, and bury the old guard once and for all.
Yeah. Mom always said family's sacred, though, right? So let somebody else fuck her, the idiot. She knew where I work. Her sister told her, Roma works for the country. What are you provoking me for, you bitch? This camera is fucking everywhere. Whatever, I'll let John take her for a walk tonight. Hey, look at all those new chicks. They're all been brought in. What are you shouting about? Who's your mother? Oh, your mother's the head of the election. Great, excellent. She fucked up. She fucked up good. She screwed up my wedding. My fucking wedding night. You'll pay back in full. What's that girl's name? Alina? Hey, Rinat. Let's take Alina for interrogation. A nice, lively one.
I heard you law enforcement officials were rather severe, rather zealous on the streets. But was it you who started the violence? Did I start it? The authorities? They had to be stopped. These fascist thugs, insurgents, and their puppeteers.
Mother says he's sick. In the head. That we should pity him. But why doesn't he pity anyone? He knew about those old women dying from coronavirus by the thousands, and he knows everything now. My friend Vasya says it's because of my father's fears. He's afraid. Has been for a long time. He's very afraid of dying. Lately he talks about death all the time. About being carried out feet first and right to the grave. I think he thinks he'll be murdered.
I never saw them again. Neither Nikita nor that creepy trooper.
What if I never see him again? What if they do what they threatened to do? What if KGB tortures him? What good is all that if Serozha is gone?
I think I figured it out. No, no. No, it can't be. No, impossible. No, I can't wrap my head around that. He's the father of Masha's future baby. And she loves him so. No. No, of course not. No, that simply can't be.
Fascist thugs, insurgents, and the puppeteers. The main thing is the puppeteer.
They took us to Akristina. And when they opened the cell door, I didn't think such a thing was possible. In cells made for 4, there were already 23 girls. And then they brought in 13 more of us. 36 people in 65 square feet. There was no air, no water, no food either. We could only stand. And they put 2 alcoholics in with us that stunk to high heaven. At one point, the door opened and a guard splashed a bucket of dirty water over us and then shut the door. 2 girls had panic attacks and vomited. I was next to them. And then they stuck in some food through a hole in the door. 1 loaf of bread for everyone. You know, the most amazing thing is that there was enough for everyone. Even a little piece left over. We gave it to the alcoholic. We had violated her calm life with our revolution.
What do you mean you don't know? Then who does? Who's on call here? You or me? Call your superior. What do you mean he's busy? Do you know who I am? Yes, I taught all you dimwits for 37 years. I fixed your elections. I'm the one who faked 80% for that mustachio man. I never feared anyone. Whatever you asked me to, I faked. And now you can't find my daughter? What the hell did I do all that for? So you could be rude to me? I'll complain to the president. Hello? Hello? My daughter. My sweet daughter. Forgive your mother. Forgive me.
Belarusians, you are unbelievable.
If you do it, your first president, no, that's the beginning of your end.
Belarus will run out of champagne when he's gone.
NATO wants to send soldiers. NATO tanks are going to roll down our streets.
You say they're sending in 2 more battalions from Moscow? How about we double up and attack Ukraine while we're at it, huh? To the music of Wagner.
They want to put bast shoes on us and crack the whip over you.
Bring on the bulls. Freedom will come.
Starting Monday, any striking factory, lock the gates. Don't worry, we'll bring in people from Ukraine and Kyrgyzia, and the damn theater, fire them all. Villages don't have theaters, cities don't need them.
Dad, they've come really close this time.
Grab your machine gun and get in the helicopter. We'll come back when they leave.
There's a lot of them. A whole lot. They're shouting, freedom, freedom, freedom. Dad, you still didn't tell me what freedom means.
So, how much do they pay in Russia, Rinat? I used to think I'd settle down here. It's calm, it's stable, none of the Western gay Europa shit. It has casinos, the broad's all right. But now I get this feeling they're not gonna stop, man. I mean, I can feel it in my bones. I haven't had a fucking hard-on for days. We've been fucking with these people for a month and they just don't stop. And at some point, man, they're gonna start pulling off our masks.
No need to take off your mask. I know who you are.
Dad, I packed my things. I've got my machine gun. Who do we shoot?
Rats, prostitutes, drug addicts, sheep, cannon fire! You'll be on your knees yet, begging me to come back. How could they trade me for that dumb cluck? That housewife, a woman! That pathetic thing. If that's how it is, I'll die. But I still won't go. And if I do go, I'll take as much and as many with me as I can. You don't want Lukashenko? You'll get Putin.
The wedding is off.
What will a person do for love? And for hate?
It's easy, kid. You aim it at a person, a traitor, any traitor, you give him a good look, and you squeeze the trigger. Pop! Traitor's gone. It's easy, son. I learned to do it. You can too.
I don't want your pension. I don't want your job. Take back your certificates and your stability and your flower gardens. Take it all back. Just give me my daughter, Alina. She has a weak heart. She has asthma. Give her back. And my nephew, Nikita. My sister has hypertension. I won't survive if she... Give them back. Give back our children.
Belarusians, I thank you for the choice you've made. You are unbelievable.
Well, Rinat, I can feel it in my bones. When we go to back Putin, we won't fuck that one up.
When absolutely everything hurts, it seems like nothing hurts. The feeling wasn't of blood seeping out of a wound. It just seeped out everywhere. Your skin bleeds as if you were sweating. Because battles like this happen once in 100 years. I mean the battle between good and evil, in the sense that everything is totally clear. I understood immediately that my life was over. And I understood instantly that they would cover up my murder. They'd cremate me in a crematorium, list me as missing, or bury me in a forest, or hang me as if I committed suicide. Fuck 'em, though. It won't help. Belarusians are a unique people. They'll put up with stuff forever, for decades, sometimes a whole life, and then their patience pops. Belarusians have been insulted. And you can't defeat that kind of insult. Just like you can't defeat Bate.
After all those nights in the prison van, the gym, and the prison, my dress looked nothing like what I bought for the price of 2 stipends. It's a dirty, tattered, white rag. The blood stain has darkened, and it is covered by brown spots of vomit. And still, it is the most fabulous dress in the world. I wouldn't exchange it for anything. Here we stand, in this cramped cell, and what marvelous people there are all around me. They're so polite and smart. Microbiologists, teachers, musicians, actors, students. The woman who crawled into the police van after her son and husband. People snatched off the streets all these days. They're priests, journalists, students, miners, workers, attorneys, and doctors. These are the best people on earth. Belarusians. This is a new, true Belarus here in this cell. And we all feel the love. You can't defeat love. Isn't that so, universe?
Hello. My name is Svetlana. I'm a housewife, the mother of 2 children. I am the president-elect of Belarus. What are you willing to do for love?
was inspired, brave and young. They were too many to count. He led the whole city in song. It's time to gather around. They lit up candles for him, smoke rising up to the sky. Break down the prison and end this regime, and the crowd joined his cry. Let's destroy the prison walls. If you want freedom, take it all. The prison will crumble, burn and fall, and bury the old guard once and for all. They knew the words by heart and the song carried them through the streets. Their blood boiled, their anger grew strong. Hearts were synced in one beat. 1,000 hands clapped to that beat, blowing the prisons away. They took their message of change to the streets while the song continued to play. Let's destroy the prison walls. If you want freedom, take it all. The prison will crumble, burn and fall, and bury the old guard once and for all. Let's destroy the prison walls. If you want freedom, take it all. The prison will crumble, burn and fall, and bury the old guard once and for all. Everyone felt the time it has come to rise up for freedom for all. If you're not with us, don't stand in the way. Those who are against us will fall. Разбури, турмы, муры, прагнешь свободы, то гори. Буркутка рухне, 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 и поховает свет старый. Разбури, турмы, муры, прагнешь свободы, то гори. Буркутка рухне, 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 и поховает свет старый. Буркутка рухне, 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 и поховает свет